Good evening. Yes, it's not Wednesday. You are right. It is Thursday. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Hello, Facebook. So, this is our next edition. It's actually number 6 of our VIPs. So every few weeks or once or twice a month we feature 2 or 3 of our VIP members up close and personal, which means they get to present a little longer. We do questions and answers and get to know a little bit more about them and what they sell, what they do. And you can be involved as well by simply thinking about what you would like to ask them, and that will come up later in the round. My name is Susie, and I'm the owner of LV Craft Shows, and super excited that you are here with us wherever you are. This is the beauty of the virtual events. You can do it safely from your home, your car, your vacation spot, if, any place, really any place. And we're so excited that you are allowing us to join you with that. We really hope that you enjoy our 2 presenters tonight. You have seen them at previous virtual events before, but we have never really done some questions with them. So you get to know a little bit more about them and their products. Now, before we get started, I get a lot of questions in regards to what's happening with the shows now because of the governor announcement, what's happening with next year, why am I not opening any shows? As for now, we're planning November 28th, 29th at Santa Fe Station. As is. Should he obviously make any changes in a few weeks, as he said, we will adopt at that point. But as for now, those shows are still planned. Of course, very strict rules, a facial mask over mouth and nose, social distancing, limited capacity. But we managed really well on November 1st, so we can manage again that weekend as well. And we're still planning Green Valley Ranch on December 13th. So in regards to why we're not opening any shows right now, I have a list of paid vendors. That means they already paid last year or early this year for several shows that ended up not happening. And I still have their money, so I need to give them first rights to do the shows since they already paid. So a lot of them, however, already said they're waiting till next year or till next fall. So once that's all situated, then we can add a few people that are interested now. But I want to take it literally a show at a time right now because times are uncertain, things are uncertain, and I just hate to plan it all out and then we can't do it. But if you look on lvcraftshows.com under vendor information, you'll see actually a tentative schedule on there. We do have some great things planned starting February 13th with the Santa Fe Valentine show. And then February 20th, we start at Tivoli Village with the Vintage and Craft Fest. It's an outdoor event every third Saturday. And then in March, we have a big 3-day show at the Expo. I went to the Expo today. Oh my gosh, it is so exciting. It's huge. I can't wait. So we're just, trying to finalize some things. That's it. No more talk. You all had time to sit there and share, and we're getting started right now. Deanne, you ready? Enjoy, everybody. Deanne, go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
Okay. Can you hear me, Susie, everybody? Okay, good. So my name is Deanne, and I am with Tastefully Simple. Our company is based in Minnesota. I've been a consultant with the company representing this brand for 20 years. And if you're not familiar with us, this is our current catalog. We also have a catalog online. Might be hard to see that. Okay, I'm going to take down my backdrop here because I think that's causing some problems. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, there we go. So this is our catalog, and it's available online at tastefullysimple.com. So if you'd like to see the catalog, you can certainly reference the catalog there. And so we're all about convenience-driven food. Everything in our catalog, and we have over 90 products right now because we're moving into our best time of year for gift giving and for everybody doing more cooking at home, even more than usual with COVID. So we have over 90 products, and they're either open and consume, or you just have 1 or 2 products to eat them, and they are easy to prepare and they taste great. I just can't tell you, you just have to experience the products, but I promise once you try them, you'll be hooked. We have everything from appetizers to desserts. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some products here for Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving is coming up here in a couple of weeks. We have some really terrific products that you can use for your Thanksgiving dinner at home. One of my favorites is our creamy wild rice soup. So this soup, you just add water. And because we're based in Minnesota, this is a true Minnesota wild rice soup. And by just adding the water, it makes 5 cups of soup. And then you can go ahead and you can toss in your breadcrumbs or your dried pieces of bread and make a stuffing for your turkey, either to stuff it or to use it outside of your turkey. And it makes the very best side dish for your turkey. So the creamy wild rice stuffing, and the recipe is on our website. We have thousands of recipes that you can access at tastefullysimple.com. And it doesn't cost you anything to download those recipes, and you can go ahead and keep them and reference them over and over again. Another really terrific product that we have that's great for Thanksgiving is our rustic herb seasoning. This is the seasoning. It's got rosemary and black pepper and thyme. And this is really terrific to season your turkey with. So whether you're doing a turkey breast or a whole turkey, that seasoning works so perfectly on turkey. You can also use it on ham. You can use it really on any meats. I also love it on veggies. So on potatoes, roasted potatoes or green beans, it's delicious. So the rustic herb is a must-have for Thanksgiving. And then we have also, if you're doing pork-based products, we have a spiced apple berry sauce. This is a new product for us this fall. And this sauce you can use as a pre or post-cooking sauce that you're going to use on your pork tenderloin or pork chops. And it is spectacular. It's everything you can hope for. And it just adds the right amount of zing. So it's got that little kick of that clove, and then you get the sweet flavor from the apple and berries. So that's terrific to put on your meat. And then we have for dessert, I know this is one of Susie's favorites. This is our absolutely almond pound cake. Susie loves this one. Just add butter and water, and this makes a fantastic pound cake. It's going to be hard to not eat the whole thing when you bake it. This is fantastic. Everybody loves it. It's a family favorite for sure. And you just can't mess it up. You can make it into a loaf pan. You could put it in an 8x8 cake pan. You could put it in a round. It works every time, no matter what. But for the fall season, something that I really love to do is take our cinnamon muffin melts. These are really great. These are a cinnamon donut that's baked, not fried, and you can make them into individual muffins, or you can make them into a cake. There's also a variation on the back for a sour cream coffee cake, which is to die for, delicious. But these just call for water, and then you use a little bit of butter to get the cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg topping on that also comes in the package. But instead of using the water, it just calls for 1 cup of water to make this. You can use a cup of apple cider, and then you get true apple cider donuts or muffins, and it is spectacular. It's so worth it. I have many clients that actually use this product for Christmas Day. They have this as a coffee cake that they serve in the morning to their family. So Susie, I'm going to turn it back to you. That's a little bit about our products for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to turn it back to you.
Show us your info, please.
Oh, yes. My info is actually on the Zoom, but here is my information. Can you see that? Okay.
Okay, good. That was quick. You actually had more time, but you can show us some more after, I guess.
I'll show you some more later.
Okay, so since we said it is meet the VIPs up close and personal, well, one question I have for you to start off with, I mean, you said you have been doing Tastefully Simple for 20 years. How did you discover Tastefully Simple? What made you choose Tastefully Simple over everything else out there?
Oh, what a good question, Susie. I hope not to take too long to answer, but the short answer is 20 years ago, I was newly married, and I thought, gosh, I was introduced because my neighbor, we all bought new townhomes in a new townhome community. And my neighbor was a consultant, and I've never heard of the company before, but I saw she came over and asked me, we met each other at the mailbox, and I had never met her either. So she was a new neighbor. And she asked me if I would have a tasting party for her. She just started with this company, Tastefully Simple. And I said, well, sure, I have no idea what it is, but I'm always up for a party. Yeah, let's have the girls over and we'll have a party. And so we tasted 10 products, which is all our product line consisted of 20 years ago, was 10 products. And at the end of the party, everybody would purchase, and it was like going grocery shopping from your very own home. I didn't have to leave. And my girlfriends all bought products, and we had a great time, and we loved everything. And then I said, gosh, this is so fun. I should totally do this, because, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I thought this was a great way to make money and still be able to be home. And so I told her that I wanted to go ahead and join on, and she said, okay, great. And that's pretty much it. 20 years later, I'm still here. I love the products. Obviously, I've come a long way in my cooking skills in those 20 years. So that's really how I got started. I had no idea until my neighbor asked me if I wanted to have a party.
I love that. And this is how easy it can be sometimes. You just invite some people, you never know what comes out of it. I mean, I've been in direct sales. I know that a party can turn into a lot more. So, and you seem to really be passionate about it. I can see your passion. I can feel your passion. I know you cook all the time. You use your product all the time. So in the next round, when you're coming back, I hope you will tell us a little bit more, show a few more products, and then we do more questions as well.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you. That is another way, by the way, how you guys out there can win tonight. So one way will be a little bit later, we will ask you to post a question and an answer, not an answer, a question for each of the presenters, rather. I'm a little tired, I admit. A question for each of the presenters in one post. We'll tell you when to do that. That will be for one of the wins, and then whoever wins, that question will be asked in the third round. And for the at-home winning option, so if you're just watching the replay, you can still win. There, we would like for you to send us a note to LV Craft Show's Messenger on Facebook, telling us what inspired you about tonight's presenters. There's only 2, so it shouldn't be too hard. And you have till Sunday, this Sunday, 10 a.m. to do so. So I would like to read a little bit about what you guys took out of tonight's show and what inspires you. So of course you have to keep listening, keep watching, or if you're watching a replay, keep watching, and then you have till Sunday. And Sunday is, I don't know what date it is, but it is Sunday the 15th, I guess, till 10 o'clock. Good. So, and if you're just joining us, we're in the middle of our Meet the VIPs. We just started, and you get to know up close and personal 2 of our amazing VIP members. And Deanne just did the first round. Now we're going to Megan. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
Thank you, Susie. Hello, everyone. My name's Megan. I am the owner of the Teal Cactus Kids Boutique. We specialize in baby to juniors items. We are working on adults. We have started with t-shirts and maybe some hoodies. Those are in the works. We also carry boys and girls items. So if you're looking something cute or things like that for your young boy, because of course boys don't have enough choices. I feel like their section is way smaller at any store. So lately I have been focusing more on boys, that being because my boys are 4 and 6, where my daughter's 11 and she's a little more picky. So we've started doing more boys items. I'm gonna hold my information up real quick and then I'll show you a few items. So here's my information. Take a screenshot. You guys can follow me on any social media. The Teal Cactus KB is pretty much how you search me anywhere, the website, anything like that. So I'm going to show you a few things. We specialize in a lot of outfits, which most of our outfits are between $20 and $22, just depends on fabric choices, hoods, no hoods. So this is the bottom. And I always put scrunchie on the boys' joggers because the boys are crazy. And I like to make sure that their pants are going to stay up and not be stepped on. So everything, so here's a little backstory. I am currently up in Washington State. I had to come up here for an emergency. So everything I'm showing you belongs to my children, whether it's my daughter or my boys. So this is stuff that gets worn every day. This is pretty much their whole clothing line is anything they wear is what I own. Currently, both my boys are in mixed match outfits that are from the boutique. So this is the food one. This is one of my top sellers right now for my boys because what little boy doesn't like food? Pizza, donuts, ice cream. So this one actually comes with this really cute shirt with the bright orange sleeves, super cute. And you can see they do have my logo and tag on them. So it's kind of cool to, you know, have a clothing line. I do single shirts by themselves. So here's one item. This is a long sleeve. So this is going to be a soft, like silky cotton material with a little bit of spandex. So it does have stretch, and solids are usually cotton by themselves. They do have stretch. Shirts are between $13 and $15. Again, depends on pockets, no pockets, long sleeve, short sleeve. So, but nothing's over $25, which is amazing for clothes, period. We do have this one. Dinosaurs are hot right now, so there's lots of dinosaurs. Everything's on the website. This one, again, long sleeve. We do offer girls hoodie joggers. So this is my daughter's here. This one is unicorns in space. This one has the detail on the hood and the pocket. And then it has the long sleeve. And this one did come with the joggers. So my daughter wears these all the time and we have no problems. Just wash, hang dry, nothing special, nothing you're doing more than anything else. We do carry custom pieces every once in a while or inspired pieces. So this is inspired by Jack. This one has the little faces on the like diagonal, but then there's bones on the pants. So if you look, there's bones. And then the shirt is the inspired Jack face. So we do offer things like that. Every once in a while, you never know what's going to pop up. So make sure to also join my VIP group, which I will link in the comments. Right now, we do have all sports and t-shirts. We have football, baseball, soccer. So that's those shirts. Some have solid sleeves, some have regular sleeves. I do ask my son to help design things. This was picked out by my 4-year-old because monster trucks are his favorite. So this gets worn probably every day if he could, if I didn't have to wash it. So that's that. And then I do also do charity work as well, or donations. I will talk about the one I'm doing for SURS Rescue Rangers in my next segment, but this one I am going to show now. So this one is a little more expensive. This one's orcas and it's $15. You do get a postcard from a local, my sister's a local whale photographer up here in Washington State, and you do get a postcard with the purchase, but then $5 goes to the Orca Behavior Institute here locally. So yeah, it might be a little more, but you're helping out a good cause to help the orcas here local in Washington State. So I'm going to show my information one more time. Where did I put my clipboard? Here's my information. So again, the Teal Cactus Kids Boutique, we are in Las Vegas. I do offer local drop off when I am in town. I will be back in town right before Thanksgiving. But there's my email, my website, and you can find me on social media. So back to you, Susie.
Awesome. And I like that one with the bones on the legs. That is adorable. What a cool idea. And speaking of which, so when I met Megan some years ago, she did our show while she was selling Pampered Chef, and she also did our show with another kids clothing company. And I do want to share a tidbit because, as you guys know, we really cut back on any non-craft items at our shows. We allow a few. We have like Scentsy, Tastefully Simple, and Tupperware, a couple of them that we allow on a regular basis, but we don't allow all anymore like we used to, except for the big holiday show. We're a little bit more open there. And so Megan is like, so how do I get into your shows? What can I do to get into your shows, since I am not a crafter at this point? I said, well, figure it out, make something crafty, then I can make an exception. And so she did. She started doing some hair bows and really cute hair hair bow rather holders. And so she sent me some pictures. She's like, this is what I'm creating. Can I do your show now, please? So I did, and she did well. She had the kids' clothes from this other company, and then she had the hair bows and stuff, and it really matched really well too. It complemented each other. So long story short, now Megan changed. So Megan, tell us what happened since.
So I cut the middleman out. What I did was I wanted to, I saw what potential there is in kids clothing, because kids clothing is something that is needed. But I also wanted a good quality item, and I happened to find some random thing online, and I was like, well, this is kind of cool. But the company I was working for at the time didn't let you sell other things. So I said, well, I'm just going to jump ship and just put my feet in and see what happens. And then I found out I could do custom things and I could create my own thing. And then my head started spinning on what I could offer. And my boys are younger, and you go into Walmart and Target and every boy has the same shirt because they only offer 3 shirts. So I was able to custom, I mean, my last order was 12 different variety of items for boys, which is more than a store could offer you. And I could give it to you at a decent price. And I feel that it's better quality, it's softer. My boys, I have people messaging me because their son never wore pants. And now they're wearing pants, but they'll only wear my pants because of the fabric. And so I was able to help little kids enjoy getting dressed. Or I hear stories where, well, my son didn't take the hoodie off for 3 days. Like, I had to force him into another outfit I purchased from you so I could wash the one before. And this is why I did it, was because I wanted to be full circle. And I felt that cutting out the middleman gave me more of a profit, but it helped me reach bigger goals because I was able to customize. And that's why I decided to say, screw it. And now everything's custom to me and my business. And you give me the opportunity to share with the community my own personal designs or my own thoughts, or I see something, and I might have my son come in here later, but I was able to create a no hugs please shirt with a cactus. He has a little mask on and a bow tie, because who wants to have a hug right now, So it was just fun things that I could create out of my own mind and not have to go through somebody else. And that's why I decided to cut the middleman out.
I love that. I think that was a really smart idea. I love your products. I've been telling you that for a long time. I always said I'm sad that some of these things don't come in my size. I know you're gonna share later, I'm sure, the new thing that you just added online the other day, which was exciting news. So awesome. I'm really proud of you, and we'll talk a little bit more in detail about all that at the next round. So great job. Megan. So again, if you are just joining us, we are in the Meet the VIP sections. We have Deanne here today with Tastefully Simple, and we have Megan here with the Teal Cactus Club and Cactus Kids Club Boutique. I'm sorry. Teal Cactus Kids Boutique. I need to say it right too. And in 2 amazing women who have been are very passionate about what they do, and the passion really shows. So the first round, they showed already some products and the information, and we started asking some questions, or a question. The second round, they will show a few more products, and then we will ask more questions. Here's where you can come in for the third round. What would you like to just think about it. You don't have to say it just yet, post it yet, but what question would you like to ask each of these ladies in the third round? So think about it, and then I will give you guys the signal when to post it, and then we will pick a number. That particular person posting will get to we will ask that question and you will win something that Megan is giving away tonight. So let's enter into round number 2. Deanne, do you have a few more things you want to show us?
I sure do. Thanks, Susie. So I wanted to kind of feature some of my favorite products and some of the products that have been around in our line for quite some time. So our number one selling product since the beginning of time with Tastefully Simple is our Bountiful Beer Bread. So this is a bread, you just add beer. It makes a 9x5 loaf of bread. And if you want to use a little bit of butter over the top, it makes a nice crispy top. And this is by far, we sell more beer bread than anything else. But it is so easy and so moist and delicious. You cannot mess it up. If you put the butter in the bread, it still turns out. So you don't have to worry about, did I do something wrong? It's super simple, a can or a bottle of beer and the mix. Just stir about 30 seconds, pour it in a greased loaf pan. It bakes for about an hour and you get a loaf of bread. So now that everybody's home, this is really easy. You can make this and use it for sandwich bread. And it's also very versatile. So I want to tell you a couple of things you could do, although there are thousands of recipes using our beer bread, but you could make French toast. You can make pizza crust. You can make cornbread. You can do, oh my gosh, fruit and nut muffins. You can make banana bread. There's just so many variations. One of the good ones that we really love is to use butterscotch or cinnamon chips. They're next to the chocolate chips in the grocery store. And if your store doesn't have it, you can request it from the store manager for them to get them in. So use 2 cups of cinnamon chips or butterscotch chips and a can or a bottle of Sprite, 7-Up, Sierra Mist, any of those types of sodas, the clear sodas. And then you use a little bit of cinnamon sugar and butter over the top and you bake it, and it is the best brunch bread, and it just goes with everything. So there's just so many endless uses for the beer bread. It also comes available in a 3-pack. So the single pack is available for $8, or you can purchase a 3-pack for $22. So I also want to mention that I do free local delivery, and I deliver pretty much 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm sure that if there's something that you need in a hurry, I could probably help you. Another one of my favorite products that I absolutely love is our balsamic and basil dipping oil. Oh my gosh, love, love, love this one. This I use to put on a caprese salad, which is fresh tomato, fresh mozzarella, and some basil. You can also use this on a regular salad or make a bread salad, also very good. There's no wrong way to use it. You could use it as a bread dipper with our beer bread too, if you are so inclined, but I absolutely love this one. Another favorite, especially around the holidays, is our sweet pepper jalapeno jam. Everybody loves this one. And you're just going to go ahead and open this up and pour this over a brick of cream cheese. You don't even have to smooth out the cream cheese. Just pour this over the top. It's beautiful red and green bell peppers, a little bit of jalapeno, so it's not overly spicy if you're not a spicy food lover. And then you just serve it with crackers. And it is a delicious appetizer. Everybody loves sweet pepper jalapeno jam. This is a must-have. One of my favorite products that I use quite frequently is our Vidalia onion dressing. This is amazing on a spinach salad, or you could do a strawberry and spinach salad. Another thing I love to do with the Vidalia onion is I use it to marinate. So you can go ahead and take some boneless, skinless chicken breasts and or thighs, poke them with a few holes with a fork, throw in some of the dressing, pop them in the fridge overnight, and the next day bake, grill your chicken. Oh, the flavor of Vidalia onions just permeates through, and you are left with the most delicious, tender, moist chicken. And it has that wonderful onion flavor. So this is a must-have as well. And then especially around the holidays, my family really loves this one. This is our spinach and artichoke dip. You just add cream cheese and a shredded either Swiss or mozzarella, and it makes restaurant quality spinach and artichoke dip. Oh my gosh, so good. You can also make this into a quiche if you wanted to go ahead and make a quiche with it. So there's a lot of options. You get 2 of them in the package, and this sells for $9. Easy, easy. By the way, the Vidalia onion is 10, and the sweet pepper jam is also 10. And then I do want to show you, we have a taco seasoning that's relatively new for us, and it's been reformulated. Because it was just a tad salty. So they just reformulated this, and it is amazing now. I think it's no longer very salty. I just used less of it, so it lasted longer. But this mom's favorite taco seasoning, if you make a lot of tacos or burritos or enchiladas or anything like that at home, this mom's taco seasoning will save you a bunch of time. You can batch cook with it, meaning that you can make, 2, 3, 4 pounds at a time and freeze it, and then just take it out in batches as you need it. But this taco seasoning is just the right amount of flavor and kid friendly for sure. And I want to just say a little bit about the differences. We have a whole line of spices. We have this one, of course, and we have a magic chicken seasoning, which is again great for batch cooking. This makes rotisserie chicken at home for you. And our seasonings have no artificial flavors, colors, ingredients. They're MSG free. They're all natural. There's no preservatives of any kind, so you can feel good about what you're feeding to your family. The other thing I want to mention about our seasonings is that our seasonings don't have any of that. It's called silicone dioxide. It's the little packets that come in like your shoes and your purse and things like that to prevent moisture. Well, they also put that in seasonings to prevent them from caking. So you kind of are eating that sometimes, which is kind of a bad thought, but we don't have any of those fake ingredients or fillers or, extra starch or any of that stuff. You're getting exactly what you expect to get that's on the label. And again, no preservatives, no additives. So those are a few more of my products, Susie. In the next round, I definitely want to talk a little bit more about batch cooking and also some kits that we have that will help people to cook at home and save them time and not having to worry about what to cook. So I kind of have a meal planning kit for them. So we'll talk about that in the next round. And did you want me to show my giveaway? Okay, so my giveaway, this is our spiced sampler. This is an individual packet here of our seasoned salt, our garlic, and our onion. These are perfect seasonings you can use for veggies. You can use them on meats. You can make dip out of them by mixing them with sour cream and or mayonnaise. Or if you wanted to go ahead and lighten it up, you can use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream and mayonnaise. Or as I said, just use them as seasonings. So they're perfect for everything. And that's our spiced sampler.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you for giving that away. So that is the prize you guys can win if you send us a message via Facebook Messenger to LV Craft Shows, telling us what is inspiring you, what inspired you about Deanne, and what inspired you about Megan. So about both of them, and then we'll do a little drawing, and that it will happen on Sunday. So be sure to send that in to us by Sunday 10 a.m. So we are actually in the next round. So here goes the questions now. So, and by the way, I just finished my beer bread yesterday, and I love that beer bread. I sometimes eat it for breakfast with a little butter and jam on it. Sometimes I just snack on it dry. Jeff always yells at me for making it because he's like, "Are you trying to make me fat?" Because, once he gets started, he wants to keep eating it, of course. It is delicious. And yesterday I finished it. I just had the end piece left, and my dinner yesterday was blueberries, raspberries, and a banana and some coconut whipped cream. And I just had that last piece of beer bread kind of as like a cookie, but it was beer bread with nothing on it. So it was delicious, because when I spray I have from Pampered Chef, I have stoneware. When I spray my stoneware, I actually use coconut butter. So it gives it a little extra sweet taste to that. So that's my personal thing. So love it. Love the almond cake. Love the seasonings. The herb one I have that pepper one. That's really, really cool. I'm not big on onions or something like that, but I know a lot of people like that one too. So my question for you is, what suggestions do you have for helping make dinner planning easier?
Oh my gosh, so many options. So what I really love to do is, because a lot of people can be intimidated by our catalog size. It's like, 90 products. It's a lot of products, and it's overwhelming to think about, oh my gosh, I don't know what to buy. I don't know what to cook. I don't have an idea of what to make for my family. So what I offer at no cost for this service at all, and you're not obligated to purchase just because I offer you the service, I offer one-on-one meal planning solutions. So we just sit down either in person, socially distanced, of course, or we can, do it over the Skype, or we can do it over Zoom. We can do it over Facebook. There's a lot of options these days to just get together. And I'll just ask you some questions, basically just about what you like to cook, what your family likes to eat. And we'll go from there. And I can provide suggestions on how to help make meal planning easier. We also have batch cooking, which I love batch cooking. Who doesn't like to cook once and eat several times, especially when it's delicious? So you don't have to worry about the food drying out or, not tasting as good the second time. As a matter of fact, most of our batch cooking recipes just get better with age. So as they're in the freezer melding together, when you pull it out to put it in either your slow cooker or your Instant Pot or your air fryer, it's going to taste just as great or even better than it did the first time that you had it. So we offer batch cooking suggestions. And we have one of my favorite things right now is this. It's in our catalog. And I have one of these kits. If anybody's interested, I can get it to you tomorrow or the next day. Is this multi-cooker kit. Oh my gosh. Look at this kit. It comes with the products, it comes with recipes, it comes with a grocery list of the things that you need to make it. And the recipes are so easy. Bacon pepper meatloaf with baked potatoes, Bayou short ribs, beef ragu. This is all made in your slow cooker. Oh my gosh, how do you beat that? In 5 minutes, you can throw the food in the slow cooker and then you have dinner in a couple hours. It's delicious. So you get everything with it, and you even get a free gift with your purchase. You get our blackberry crumble. These are our delicious new fruit bars. It looks like this. Yum. Doesn't that look good? And you also, here's a recipe on the back to make these into like a blackberry cheesecake. Oh my gosh, who doesn't love blackberry cheesecake? So I offer the batch cooking suggestions. We also do tasting parties, obviously not in person right now, but I'm happy to go ahead and arrange for you to get some samples and your family can enjoy it. Or if you are, having like socially distanced at work and you can do something like that where you provide some samples, you can make that easy enough. And I can give you some tips and tricks on how to do that to be okay with the COVID restrictions as well. I offer fundraisers. I do meal prep parties. Again, we can do that virtually. It's so simple. You purchase and your friends purchase a kit, and over Zoom, we can go through it. And in 90 minutes, you make 10 meals for your family. It's so easy and so simple. 90 minutes, 10 meals. It's great. I also help people get out of their 5-meal rut. We get stuck making the same thing over and over and over, week after week after week, and it gets a little boring. So I can help you get out of that by providing different ideas. And then I do tips and recipes and specials for my clients all the time. So it's never the same thing twice. We change our catalog, so we have different products coming in and out. I am sad to tell you that occasionally some of your favorite products will be gone. They come in for a limited time and they leave. Right now we have some limited time items. We have a Razzie red pepper oil, which is great to make popcorn or saute with. We have syrup trios. Those I'll have at the next show with Susie at the end of the month at the Santa Fe. Hopefully, if we can do that show, you'll see them there. And those are for coffees and waffles and pancakes and desserts. You can pour them over fruit, or you can use them over ice cream. So we have lots of options, and things change all the time. So those are suggestions I have for helping to make dinner planning easier, Susie.
Okay, here's a silly question. Maybe it's just me. I'm from Germany. Okay, I don't know everything. What is batch cooking?
Batch cooking is okay, I'll explain it very quickly. Batch cooking is you cook once and you have meals for 3, 4, 5 meals. So for example, our magic chicken seasoning is a blend of our onion, our garlic, and our seasoned salt. So if you like rotisserie chicken, you can go to Costco and pick up a rotisserie chicken. You can get one at Sam's Club. You can get them pretty much any grocery store. But what you can do is you can just purchase 4 to 6 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts and or thighs, take a couple of capfuls of our magic chicken seasoning, a little bit of broth in a slow cooker, let it cook for 4 to 6 hours, take 2 forks, shred the meat, and then you put it, it's a lot of food, right? It's probably something you and Jeff won't be able to eat all at one time. So you freeze them in individual Ziploc bags in your freezer. And when you want to have a pulled chicken sandwich, or you want to have a salad, or you want to have soup, you pull it out. No cooking necessary. It's already cooked. That's batch cooking.
I use a slow cooker too. What we just do, we just eat the same food for 4 days. That's how we do it.
Yes, and that's good. And some people do that, and that's great. But if you don't like to do that, if you don't want to eat leftovers for 4 days in a row, then you can batch cook and freeze it. And then when you pull it out, like this rotisserie chicken, I always have a batch of rotisserie chicken, the magic chicken, in my freezer. And when I pull it out, I freeze it flat. And when I defrost it, in 15 minutes, it's ready. You know what? Here, grab it.
Always learn something new. Right.
Darn it. It's not here. It's in my other freezer, but I always have a batch, and I lay the bag flat, and then in 15 minutes it's defrosted. So if I'm making like nachos and I want to put it on chicken nachos, or if I'm making a wrap and I just want to put it in a wrap and just throw together something quick, and then it just gets better. The flavor just gets better every time you eat it. Yep.
Sounds great. Now I'm hungry. So let me ask you this. Do you have any special holiday bundles?
Yes, we have so many bundles. I couldn't possibly list them all here in the time that we have together, but I will tell you a couple of them that are the best sellers. We have an Essential 4, which is a value pack of our beer bread, our seasoned salt, our garlic, and our onion. It comes with a recipe booklet. So you get like 12 recipes that you can use to make these 4 products. And when you purchase them together, they're kind of like a pantry starter pack. And when you purchase it, you can go ahead and be familiar with our best sellers, and you can get a deal on the cost of the 4 of them together. So the Essential 4 is a cost savings for you. Then we have a holiday baking kit. I have one of these in stock. So if somebody wants this really quickly on the fly, I can deliver it tomorrow. The holiday baking kit comes with about 7 or 8 of our dessert mixes with recipes and a grocery list to make all the holiday cookies that you could possibly want for the holiday season here. So it'll walk you through everything. Very simple, very quick, and you can make all the cookies at one time and put them in Ziploc bags and throw them in the freezer and take them out and cook them when you're ready, or you can make them all at the same time, however you like to do it. And then we have a couple of gifts that I want to show. We have our Diff Trio. This is an individual packet of our spinach, our garlic, and our onion seasoning. It comes with this little mini spatula. It's so cute, a little polka dotted spatula. And this is a great little gift. It's $13. And you can give this to your hairdresser or your nail technician, or do it as a grab bag. It's just a quick and easy gift. Then we have our must-have combo. This is our beer bread with our spinach and herb, ready and packaged for the holidays. This is a great gift. Again, it's only $15, and you can give it to everybody on your little wish list. Makes a great stocking stuffer too. Everybody loves beer bread. And then we also have, I love these. This is our little mini bundt pan. I've showed this before. This little mini bundt pan, it comes in 4 different designs. This is one of the 4. This is a hard plastic, and it's microwavable. So you don't use this in the oven, you use this in the microwave, and you make a little mini bundt pan cake for 1. And we have a couple of different flavors in just 1 minute, just by adding water to our cake mix. I have a brown sugar and caramel cake. We also have a decadent chocolate cake this season. So you just mix it with water, pop it in this little silicone microwavable pan. It's not good for the oven. You don't want to use this in the oven, but in the microwave. And then you put it on 1 minute and you have cake. Delicious, easy, simple. So those are a couple of our holiday bundles. It comes with, you can either get one with a cake mix. It's called the mini bundt for $10, or we have 2 of these little mini bundts with 4 cake mixes for $20.
Sounds delicious. Wow, the possibilities are endless, as they say. No, it really does sound yummy. I'm literally, I had dinner before this, and now I'm literally hungry. I want beer bread, more beer bread. I was speaking of beer bread, just for you guys out there, if you don't want to use beer, you can actually use Sprite. What else can you use? Coke?
You can use any carbonated beverage. The only thing you want to stay away from is diet sodas. So you can use club soda. Any carbonated beverage will work to make the bread.
And it still tastes just as delicious. So for those of you that say, well, I don't like beer, or I'm afraid it's going to taste too beery or whatever, then you can use what she said. There you go. So before we finish this round, I have one more question for you. So is Tastefully Simple something people can consider to make some extra money for the holidays, especially while we're quarantined due to COVID? Or for those that are quarantined,
Yes, yes, yes. Everybody's home now, and hopefully, people are finding ways to cook at home and spend more time with their family. As a matter of fact, I hear stories from clients every day telling me that they are closer than ever with their families, and their families are actually coming together and they're cooking a meal as a family, which I think is absolutely amazing because it does so many things. It brings you close together with your family, but it also teaches your children how to cook. And it's kind of an art that a lot of people are missing. If you're not cooking, you're not teaching your children how to cook. So this is a really great way to teach your kids a life skill that they're going to absolutely have to have. So it's easy. It's delicious. You can have the food around and you do your own product, your own product sampling, so you can learn how to use the products. There's so many tools on how to use the products, so you don't have to know what to do right out of the gate. You just have to really love the products, which everybody does, because once you try them, you'll definitely be sold. So we know by doing research that an additional $200 a month, only $200 a month, will help so many families. We know this. And so if it only takes $200, and I don't say that lightly because $200 to a lot of people is a lot of money. So if the $200 that you can earn just to start off as a Tastefully Simple consultant will help your family, I can definitely show you how to go ahead and do that. And every month you'll have this extra $200, whether it's fun money, whether it's to pay a bill. There's always something everybody can use an extra $200 a month. So I'm sure you'll find a way to use it. But it's so simple. And for only $99, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by checking us out. And if I like to say, take it for a test drive. If you spend the $99, you get products you're going to eat. You can get a couple of catalogs you can show around and see if you can recoup your $99 back in a quick hurry. And you take it for a test drive. If you like it, great, you continue. And if you don't like it, no problem. There's no penalty if you decide you don't want to do it. But at least give it a try, because we all need something to help us either make some additional money, or a lot of people here in Vegas don't have a job. So this is a great way that you could be employed. There's no job interview. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to answer those hard questions. Everybody works for themselves, and we have a bunch of training to help you do that. So yeah, this is definitely a great way to in time to make some money through Tastefully Simple, for sure. We're always looking for people to help us spread the word about how great our products are.
Well, $200 also buys a lot of things from LV Craft Shows, presenters, and vendors. So there you go. So no, definitely. Plus, people gotta eat. All right. So there you go. You can help people be fed, eat, learn to cook, all that good stuff, and make money at the same time. So great job. Somebody actually, I don't know if you guys can see this because I'm on the green. Oh, my dogs. No, that's not what I meant to show. I meant to show this. See what this is? Can you see it?
I see. It looks like cookies or bread.
It's your cinnamon thing.
Oh, yes.
Some
Our cinnamon muffin melts. That's what I talked about for the cinnamon donuts. Oh my gosh, so good. What did they say about it, Susie? Did they just post a picture?
It was actually Roseanne that sent it to me. She said, what did she say? Just made the cinnamon. That's what she said. Sorry,
oh my God.
I had to share it. Anyway, show us your information one more time, please.
Yes. There it is. And again, I offer free delivery local in the area. You can usually have it by the next day or two, and I take all forms of payment. So make it easy and contactless if you wish.
Awesome. Great job, Deanne. And we'll see you at the third round. So this is where you guys can come in now. We're going to go to Megan now, and we're going to have a little interview with Megan, and she's going to show a few more products, because after all, your kids, whether they're at home or not, need to get dressed up in comfy clothes they love, and those clothes are so comfy. And Megan is giving away a little sampler of some little thingies. She's going to explain that better than me. And that's what you can win by posting a question about that you would like to ask Deanne and a question that you would like to ask Megan. So let me pull Megan in here so she can show us or tell us what she's giving away. And then after that, we'll start the questions and you guys can post some questions and we'll pick a winner. Go ahead, Megan.
Thank you so much, Susie. Again, my name's Megan with the Teal Cactus Kids Boutique. I'm gonna show my information real quick so that you guys have it. The tealcactuskb.com is my website. It's always up and running. Right now, shipping will happen after the 23rd as I am on emergency leave up with my family. So I'm going to show you just a couple more things that I have here, and then I'm going to share my screen because I have something special that I'm helping out SIRS Rescue Rangers. So this is another hoodie that I have in. So it has the stripes in the top, but it has these cute little moose and trees. So it's kind of Christmassy, but not. So they can wear it all winter long or all every day, whatever they decide. It's super soft. Again, if you are local to Vegas, you have to stop by the show. I am on the 28th and 29th. I will be there with all my amazing stuff. It will be different stuff than the last show, but it will have a few of the same stuff as Christmas is coming close. So all my Christmas items will be available. I do also have these really cute monsters. This shirt is another one of my favorites. This one does come with pants. Again, these are only $20. So, I mean, you're definitely getting your bang for your buck as far as the clothing. Again, I have had these so these are my kids. This is my sons. My kids are the same size right now because I have a running back and I have a linebacker, and they're the same size. They're 4 and 6. But my boys wear this all the time, and I'm just gonna these are the knees. So there's no fading, there's no holes. This is probably, I mean, I've had this design probably a couple months now, since August. Nothing. They wear these clothes probably more than I can imagine. And then I made my son change real quick and I took his shirt off because I wanted you guys to see my custom shirt. So I do have a girl version. She has a little bow. Instead of the bow tie, she has a little bow on her head. So it says "No hugs, please," and it has the little mask. This one's the boy one. It has the teal sleeves. The girl one has these cute little fluffy sleeves with the cute little pink bow, and this one is the boy one. They both have masks on. It's super cute. It's just a pun because why not have fun in this whole crazy world? So I'm going to share my screen real quick because I want to show you guys. There we go. Okay.
You're actually frozen right now. I don't know if you noticed that. Can you hear me? Did we lose her? Megan? Well, that's a bummer. Megan, if you can hear us, you're frozen right now. Technology. All right, we'll see if she can. If you can hear me, go out and come back in. Okay, she's doing that. So sorry about that. That happened. She'll be right back. Yeah, so start posting your questions. What would you like to ask Deanne, and what would you like to ask Megan? It can be about the product, it can be about their business, it can be about themselves. Anything you would like to know. I mean, I still have some questions lined up for Megan, and hopefully she will make it back in. I would really be sad if she didn't, but hopefully she will. So post a question and we will take poster number, let me see where we're at. We'll take poster number 7. Yes, so let's see what you guys can come up with. So post a question for each, for Megan and for Deanne, and I hope she will make it back in. Let me see if she's texting me. So Deanne, while we're waiting for, oh, there she is. While we're waiting for Megan, what do you think of those cute little outfits she has? Don't you wish she would have them for us as well?
Oh my gosh, they look so comfortable, for sure. Why can't they make them in our size?
Well, I think she is starting to summon our size. She's back. All right.
So I had to switch to somehow I lost internet connection on my computer, but that's okay. I was ready. I was prepared. Sorry. So I'm going to turn my camera around. So this right here, I'm sorry, it's a bad picture. Susie shared it. I've as well shared it on the VIP page and on the LV Craft Shows page, Stars Rescue Rangers page. This shirt right here is going from size 0 to 3 months all the way to adults 5X. So these shirts are going to be available until around the 21st to order. I am then going to put an order in. $5 from every shirt will go to SIRS Rescue Rangers, which I know SIRS Rescue Rangers has been having a slow time right now because of COVID and everything like that. The other item is the dress. The dress is going to go up to size 14 in juniors, all the way down to 3 months. Again, $5 from this dress will go to SIRS Rescue to help with all of their vet bills. So both of these items are posted currently on pretty much all social media outlets to claim your size. All I need is your email. The great thing about this is you pay half up front to hold your item, and then you pay half when it arrives. It does take 8 weeks, as these do have to be made. But once they're in, I will have extras so that we can continue to help SIRS throughout the coming months. Okay, for my item that I am donating. So unfortunately, I had to hurry out quickly, but I did take a picture. So these right here are chapstick holders. These are key fobs, and we actually have neoprene car coasters. So like if you want to just add some detail to your car, you just drop them in your cup holder. They do help with condensation and things like that, so your cup holder ain't getting all sticky. You will get so you get 2 cup holders, a keychain, and a chapstick holder. You'll get one of each, and it will be a variety, as I have probably 50 different designs. So you will get something. I'm not sure what, but it will just be a grab bag. But that is what I'm donating for my gift. So let me turn my camera back around. Okay, so now I'm on my phone. Just sorry about that, but we're getting there. So one more thing I wanted to show, as these came in right before I left, I did get a few sizes. So these are for my older girls, the ones that are a little bigger than 14, but not quite adult sizes. I was able to create a hoodie for you guys. So this is my daughter's. She is the same size as me. She's so tall and skinny. She's 11 years old, my height. So I was able to create this hoodie, and it fits her perfectly. This is a small, but it's teen sizes, and these came in right before I left. So they haven't been put on the website yet, but they will be put on right before Thanksgiving. And they will be in my Black Friday sale as well. So these cute hoodies are going to be available for the older girls in extra small, small, medium, and large. So if you have girls that are right in between junior sizes and between adult sizes, that little teen area where they kind of don't have anything that fits them, these hoodies are going to be perfect for them. So let me show my info again, and then I'll let Susie ask me some questions. So here's my info. Again, thetealcactuskb.com. You can always email me, find me on all social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm pretty much on everything. You can find me anywhere. So I'm ready, Susie.
First of all, thank you so much for supporting SIRS Rescue Rangers. I love the design. I know I already posted that I want a medium. You can add a large one too, just in case. So I want a medium and a large of those shirts. And then I want you to create this dress for my size. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot, but that would be adorable. So I wanted the medium and large shirt. It's adorable. I did share it quite a bit, and I hope everybody else will share it. And yes, I hope you will get extras because they will sell at the shows. I can guarantee you that for sure. So yes. So as for the questions, and thank you for donating the gift too. So that's the gift that you guys will win. The key fob and the chapstick holder and the car coasters, which I didn't know until the beginning of the show what they are. Now I do. That's what you will win for posting a question for Deanne and a question for Megan in one post. Just say Megan, da 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 da, Deanne, da 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 da, and the 7th poster will win that price, and then we will in the next round ask that question. So Megan, we already kind of discussed how you kind of cut out the middleman and all that, but what is the passion behind your business? Why kids clothes?
So I actually tried a few things. I sold, um, different items through different companies through direct sales, and it really wasn't as passionate, or as I was just like, it's okay, let's move on to the next thing. And then I have an 11-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and I decided that I got tired of going to Target, and then I would take my son to school and every kid had the same shirt. Or you see all the little girls running around and they all have the same dress, or something very similar, just a different color. And I, I noticed there wasn't very many options, and I noticed that, it was just, like the kids' clothing was just all the same thing to me. And I always have to keep busy. I always have to be doing something. And my youngest son, I think he's the main reason, as it's so cute to see him, as he pretty much has a clothing store in his house. He'll walk up to the rack and he'll grab a shirt and he'll be like, I want this shirt. And I'll be like, well, I need to sell that, so we can pay stuff or buy different stuff. And he's like, no, I like this shirt. I want this shirt. And it's happened a few times, and he puts it on and then he'll wear it for 3 days. And I'll be like, okay, I need to take it off so we can wash it. And he'll like, no. And I'll be like, okay, well then go pick out another shirt, because my kids, they can't have more clothes. But, I think it's so fun, the fact that they love it as much as I love it. And it's fun to see customers. I actually have customers in Australia. I have broadened I've been able to get it out there and just see smiles on all these kids' faces. And I am kind of a hard butt a little bit. I do have a really hard outside, as Susie probably knows, and it's a different side of me once you get past the shell. And I know a lot of people don't know that about me. And coming from the military to trying to transition into civilian life was probably one of the biggest things I ever experienced in my whole life. My only ever really civilian job I had beforehand was working at a Blockbuster, or working for my mother, because she had owned her own company. And seeing her passion in her business kind of helped me. When I find something I really like, I just want to exceed. You tell me I can't do it, well, I'll prove you wrong. I'll show you that this is going to pay all my bills. I'll show you that I can make this work. And I definitely put 110% into pretty much anything I do. And I just continue to try to make it grow as far as that.
And I love that about you. And yes, you're right. You do come across sometimes very serious, but I know you have a very sweet something inside and under you. And we appreciate your service, by the way, with the military. That was kind of part of my next question. What's your background, which you kind of already sort of told us, but another question I have is with the designs. How do you come up with the different ideas for the different designs?
Okay, so I'll tell a little bit more about my background as well. I did, so I tried to go to school after high school. I tried to go to college. I actually moved to Las Vegas. My cousin was in the service. And I had a lot of people, I was like, I could do this. I was a girl, um, staying with my cousin who was in the service in the Air Force, and a lot of people were like, "There's no way you could do it." And I was like, "You know what? Watch me." And so I sat there and I did everything I could to join the military. It took me almost 6 months to get in shape and to get everything done. And I joined the service in 2007. I then served for 10 years. I was a computer nerd, and then I switched. I was forced to switch jobs, which takes a toll on you mentally as far as what I went into, which was mechanical. I actually fixed airplanes for 4 years. So going from computers to airplanes, it wasn't the best rotation as far as mentally for myself. And that's one of the biggest factors on why I got out, was just mentally it was draining more, as I was the only female of 100+ guys. And it's just a different world. So I ended up leaving the service after I had 3 kids. My body couldn't handle it anymore on top of it. I wish every day I would tell anyone and everyone to join the military if they could. It's a great experience. I really enjoyed it, as I hope one day my kids serve. And then from there, I got out. And then I didn't know what to do with myself. I had no idea. I sat at home. I tried to get a job for a year. Nothing was working. I was overqualified and underexperienced, which I still run into to this day. So that's why I push my business over and over and over again. As being a service member, you think that it would be easy for me to find a job, which is totally not true. It's not true at all. And so I continue to push my business, as I want people to understand that my passion is this business, and I want your kids to experience the clothing like all these other amazing kids have. I know a lot of the vendors who have children, all their kids wear my stuff, which I appreciate wholeheartedly. It makes me smile every day. And then when it comes to designing, so I do work with the factory on prints that they have available. If not, I have my best friend, my partner, she's my rock. Her husband is actually a game designer, and I work directly with him on designing my things. So the cactus with the mask, he actually drew up for me. I told him what I wanted, and he drew it for me. Exactly how what was in my mind. I would send him messages every day, like, I want this, I need this, I need this. And then we were able to, even this font here matches my logo font. So just the fact that I have the ability to use someone who's very good at taking ideas out of my mind and putting it right onto what I need, it just blows my mind. I am working on some more cactus fabric and some fun things for the holidays, as well as future holidays, which I'm really excited about. The great thing is I found a great person I work directly with, and then I'm like, I want this romper, and I want it to be this color and this, and I just tell them, and they just understand. So they help me design it to where I know a kid will love it. That I also use the group. So if you could join my group, my information is in the comments. I do ask my group, so I'll find, I do buy fabric images from people as well. So if I can't custom make a fabric, I do ask other companies who make fabric if I can use their design on outfits. So what I do is I'll post different pictures in my group, and I'll be like, what do you guys think about these different fabrics? And if 20 people like one fabric, well, then I need to design an outfit or a shirt or a romper or something for babies or older kids. And then I just take it and run with it. I enjoy the fact that I can have this much flexibility, because without the flexibility, I feel like I would be tightened into one area. I hope that answers your question.
Now,
I could talk
I love that. I totally love that. And are you able to, if somebody were to want a custom outfit, like with somebody's name on it or somebody's logo on it or somebody's something on it, or if somebody were to come to you and say, hey, is there a way we can collaborate? Can you make this for me? Can you do it?
To a point. We did just get a heat press, so we are working on getting sublimation as well. So logos and things like that are in the works, as this is how the business grows. I do have some things posted right now, like gift bags for Christmas. So like if you want, it says special delivery, open on the 25th, and I can custom have names. We also are working on a custom, so it's going to be white shirt, but the sleeves are going to be birthday print, and it's going to be a unisex birthday print. But the great thing about it is, if you want your daughter's name on the shirt, we can put your daughter's name on the shirt with their happy first birthday, or if you wanted to say, I think my son's shirt said, try to catch me, because he had the Pokemon theme. And so I do plan on extending more and more as my business grows. And I am slowly but surely working on getting things more and more advanced as far as what I can do with my shirts and clothing. So I can't wait to see where it takes me.
I think I love it. You're still young. You have so many possibilities and so many ideas probably coming your way. I can only imagine, and you can definitely have some fun with the masks and all that stuff too. And the health workers, create something for them. Maybe, I don't know. See here, I'm having ideas now. Have you ever created something or had an idea and it just didn't come out the way you wanted it, or was a total bust or something? Because it happens.
Um,
Or not yet,
there
maybe. I
has
don't know.
been there has been times when I'm like, I don't think that's gonna sell, or or some quirky things that if you go on my website or in my group, there's some quirky little like onesies that are like, the factory will like send me something as a test item, like, oh, look at this new idea we're coming up with, and I'll be like, I don't even know what to even do with this. There was one, it was a kid size shirt and it said mama's tired on it, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this in a 2T that says mama's tired on it? And it's just silly and it's fun, it's quirky, but it's just sometimes you're just like, I don't even know how this is going to sell. That, or if I see a print and um I see something, I'm like, oh, those colors would be amazing, and then I get the test item and then I'm like, that was a horrible idea. That was just wrong in so many ways. I mean, it happens probably more times than not, for sure. But it's all just a trial and error on what. And honestly, kids are so random sometimes, like the items that I'm like, that's not going to sell, and I post it and then they ask their kids and their kids are like, yes, of course, I love that print. And I just, it's so silly how kids' minds work as far as what they like and don't like.
You really do never know. I mean, I remember when I was selling Michi bags, some of the designs I loved, other people were like, whoa, really? And vice versa. Some of the most popular sellers was just, for me, it was too old looking, even though it wasn't old looking, but for me it was. So I can see how sometimes you see something that you like, but others may not, and vice versa. I love it. So show us your information one more time.
Okay. So here's my information again. Again, my name's Megan Williams. The tealcactuskb.com is my website. It's always up and running. Or you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on everything. Just search the Teal Cactus KB and I will pop up. Or you can send me an email. Again, I am out of town right now, so shipping will begin again on the 23rd. So if you do order, just know that I did have to go home for a family emergency, things like that. So, but I will start shipping again on the 23rd.
And Megan will also be at our show at Santa Fe on the 28th and 29th. Should we have it? I mean, right now we're hoping to have it, but as you heard, things could change in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully not. So right now, everything is as planned. November 28th, 29th at Santa Fe Station. We will be in the buffet. As a matter of fact, we're adding a second section of the buffet, so it will even be bigger. And we will be up right above the buffet at the Centennial Ballroom. If you park in the North Garage, super easy access. It is super easy to find, super easy to get to, and you're gonna love it because there will be lots of vendors Saturday and Sunday, and especially in the buffet we're rotating some vendors out, which means Sunday you get to see quite a few different vendors as well. So it's worth planning for both days. I think this is really, really great. I'm still waiting to see who won our prize. So if you guys keep asking questions for Deanne and for Megan, so we can do that in the third round. What would you like to know? Just to each of them. Can be a simple question, can be a detailed question, whatever it is. We said we're taking the 7th poster, but I think you guys were so fascinated listening that you haven't really been posting today. So post away, because that's a prize we're giving away today. Is a little sampler thing that Megan showed you earlier. And also in regards to the Source Rescue Rangers, I really, really appreciate it more than I can probably show about it. I mean, when she announced it originally, I already cried, so I'm not going to cry now. But it's really cute, this paw print, the tie-dye, because she knows I love tie-dye. We all love paw prints, and $5 to Source Rescue Rangers means so much right now, because we had to lay low a little bit due to COVID. Due to a lot of our fosters being high risk, including Robin being high risk. And we wanted to make sure we keep everybody safe. We did adopt out what animals we had. We have still 2 of them, but they need still some attention. That's why they have not been able to be adopted out just yet. But we have kind of stopped taking animals in, except a couple of emergencies due to COVID. So our vet bill is still super high and hasn't gone down since we haven't been able to really do a lot. So every $5, every outfit that you guys buy, every shirt that you guys buy will really, really, really help a great deal to Source Rescue Rangers, and of course to Megan's business as well. So we do appreciate it. So let me check in and see if we have any questions. If not, we're just going to take whoever was the last one to post. So Ro, give me an update. Where are we at? And while Ro is checking, Deanne, I'm going to ask you one more question really quick. Has it ever happened with any of your delicious products, since you're cooking a lot, that somehow you had an idea of a dish that you were trying to make and it just didn't pan out at all the way you wanted it?
Well, yes. I mean, I have tried many recipes I've tried to take recipes that I found like online or through cookbooks to tastefully simplify them. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. But, sometimes what I'm thinking of and, the recipe, I just deviate. I'm not a good recipe follower these days. I like to kind of make up my own recipes. Plus, I have picky family members, as I'm sure a lot of people do. So I can I can accommodate, picky eaters and things that people won't eat, because I have those problems in my own family. But in any case, yeah, I mean, I've done so much product research with my products and also other recipes that sometimes I'll take a recipe from online and it won't work. So it kind of surprises me that some of those recipes aren't tested. But all recipes that are on our website have been tested. So if you're going to make one of our recipes, you can be assured it's going to work. And our products are so easy, you can't mess it up at all.
That's really good to know. And I'm sure you have some fast and simple recipes too, right? That are really quick and easy for non-cookers, like a lot of them out there that don't want to take the time or don't have the time or don't feel like cooking, but end up in that, what did you say, call it a 3-meal rut or something like that. Trust me, we belong. Yep. I know some people that belong to that group. So that's wonderful. All right, I'm waiting. She said there's more questions coming in. So while we're doing that, mark your calendars for Sunday, December 13th. We will be at Green Valley Ranch, beautiful resort in Green Valley. It's we will be in the Estancia Ballroom. So if you go to take 215 out there and you park in the garage off of 215, it's right literally next to the garage. Super easy access. It doesn't have a whole lot of vendors because of the restrictions. We have to cut back quite a bit to keep the 6-foot distance between the booth and the big aisles and all. But it will be all handcrafted. Which makes Deanne very sad because she wants to be in that show, and I said no, but that's okay because we will have Green Valley again next year, and then Deanne will be there at that one. So wait, this is the wrong person. Linda won, she said. Don't know which Linda yet. Nope. Linda Garcia won. So Deanne, the question for you is, do you use Tastefully Simple products for each meal, Also, do you have sugar-free products? Once the beer bread is cooked, how long can you keep it out, or do you have to refrigerate it? I can answer that. I keep it out for several days. I don't refrigerate it. What I do is I wrap it in aluminum foil and just leave it on my counter until it's gone. But if I eat it by myself, it takes about 3-4 days to eat. If Jeff snacks on it, it goes much faster. So you get to answer the other question. So do you use Tastefully Simple products for each meal?
Not for each meal, but I will say that on any given day, I can assure you that some Tastefully Simple product or products will be used in one or more meals. We very, very rarely eat out. I cook 3 meals a day for my family. So most of the time, yes, I'm using products. Most of the time I use our seasonings because they're very versatile and I love them, and there's a seasoning for everything. I have a couple favorites right now. I love our citrus herb seasoning, and our seasoned salt is a standard favorite. And I love our garlic because it's just a straight dehydrated garlic. So those are the 3 that I probably use most often. But yes, every day I use at least one Tastefully Simple product. In every day for 20 plus years. Isn't that crazy?
And you love to say onion, onion, and garlic, garlic.
Well, they are very good sellers, Susie.
That is really cool, because that really means that you really believe in what you do, what you sell, and that it's delicious. So then she said, also, do you have sugar-free products?
We do have some products that are sugar-free. Obviously, our dessert mixes are not. We have some of our sauces that have sugar in them, but obviously our seasonings, there's only 1 or 2 that I can think of that does have sugar, but most of them do not. I would say 95% of our seasonings do not have sugar. And then we have a couple of sauces, dressings, marinades that don't have sugar. So yeah, we do have a fair amount of sugar-free items. So I'd be happy to talk with you about that if that's what you need. And then as far as the beer bread, Susie's right. You can just go ahead and wrap it in foil if you want to do that. You can also just put it in a brown paper bag. Typically, we don't have too many people that have leftover beer bread. Once you make it, you'll find a way to eat it. Although I will tell you, if you're single or it's just 2 of you and you don't think you can have the whole loaf in a few days, you can freeze it. You'd wrap it in foil and stick it in the freezer, and it will freeze for, I would say about 30 to 60 days. You can keep it in the freezer and you can pull it out when you're ready. And it's just as delicious as before you froze it. Some people actually will slice the beer bread, will cut it into 16 pieces because it is 16 slices in the loaf, and then freeze it in 1 or 2 slices and then pull it out as they want it. It is good with jelly, isn't it, Susie?
With butter and jelly? Oh my gosh, really good.
You know
Really,
what else is really
yeah.
good? To use it as a for a grilled cheese sandwich. Huh, so good.
Well, and what's really good is also to use it with the artichoke spinach dip. I don't like artichoke, but I love this artichoke spinach dip. It's delicious. It's delicious. All right, great job, Deanne. So glad that you joined us tonight. Let me go and ask the question to Megan, if I can. My phone froze on me. If I can pull it back up. Here we go, Megan. Why is it doing that? Was it fast and easy to start your own business with your unique designs, and how much input do your children have in your designs?
So, being that I worked for a kids clothing company, it wasn't that hard. It was a lot of research. It was a lot of talking. I actually had a downline in my previous business, and she actually started first. And I kind of liked the route she was going, but I wanted to be more unique, and I wanted to be more not like everybody else. I like to be different. I don't want the kids to have the same thing. It just, I don't know. I want the boys to enjoy their clothes. I want them to love the designs they're in, and I try to make sure that they have those options. As far as my children, I do ask for input. They are 4 and 6, and my daughter is 11. My daughter, that's why the hoodies came. I did unicorns because what little girl doesn't love unicorns? She is out of the dress phase, so she was like, no, my friends and I like hoodies and things like that. So I do listen to kind of what they have to say about what their friends and them like, because I mean, let's be honest, I'm a mom and I don't know anything. Remember, we don't know anything. We're moms. So I do take input in from them. I do ask them, do you guys like this? Do you want to see fire trucks? I, as well as a lot of my designs actually come from my customers. I do ask customers who buy from me on a regular basis. I will think of something in my mind and I'll send them an email and I'll be like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. What do you think? What would your kids think? What so I do take a lot of input from them, as well as my partner. She is my rock, and I don't order anything unless I get approval from her, honestly. If she says it's ugly, well, then it probably is ugly, because she's the only one who's going to be truthful with me 100%. So I do make sure to always send my items to her, or a few of my other friends. I will be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, and what is your opinion? I don't ever order anything just out of the whim, just because I don't want to have 100 shirts of who knows what and no one's going to buy them. So I do ask for opinions, whether it's in my group or on Instagram. I'll be like, what do you want to see on an item? And I'll have people comment, just, do you want to see roosters, solids, chickens, pigs, cows, whatever, tractors? What do you guys want? Because it's my job to make sure that you guys have the items that your kids are going to like. And as finding that was definitely interesting and hard, as some of the designs that I thought were amazing weren't amazing at all. So you just kind of just sweep it under the rug and move on to the next thing. I did see another question. I do want to answer it. From Carol, she said, what inspires you? So I wanted to hit on this real quick, as I am currently at home, and my family, I was raised around family. Family is 100% the only people who have your back through thick and thin, no matter what. And my grandparents are in declining health. That's one of the reasons I'm up here. They are older, as now that I'm not in the service, I have the opportunity to come up here. The kids are in virtual school, so they do school during the day. I go visit my grandparents. My family is my rock. So I just want my kids to see that I am a mom. I go to school full time. I take care of them. I want to show them that if you can put your mind to it, you can get it done. As Susie just found out, I graduated with my bachelor's degree as I was sitting there doing her shows every month and doing her lives. And I was able to complete my degree while my kids, while I raised my kids, and why I started a company. And I just think that it's important for you to, if you put your mind to it, you can do it, and just never give up on yourself. I've struggled with depression and anxiety through a few years now, and the military and civilian life didn't help with that situation. But coming and finding your way is definitely something that you can't take lightly. And I think that if you want something, go get it. If you want to do it, and I know Susie, when she switched over, I was like, I'm going to do Susie's shows. Susie's not going to tell me I can't do her shows. I will do whatever I can. So if you go to the shows, you'll see my bow keepers. I may not have bows right then, but I will have something that I've made personally at every show. Whether it's a bow holder, anything, I was not going to let Susie say no to me, because I was going to make sure that I showed the community and I showed the world that this is coming. And I wanted to make sure that my passion was shown and given. So sorry, Susie, I went on a tangent, but I wanted to make sure people understand that if you have a business and if you have a hobby, if you're a mom or aunt or anything, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. And this is something I have to tell myself every day, as mental health is something bigger and more than anything anyone can ever endure. So just make sure that if you want it, you can do it. I proved every guy wrong when they said I couldn't be in the military. There's no way I could make it. I sat there and I worked my butt off and did 10 years just so I could say, you're wrong. Just so I can say I did it. So just, if you guys are listening and you having a hard day, you can do it. I mean, every day I wake up, just trying my best because I want to make sure my kids know that their mom didn't give up. So sorry for the tangent, but I wanted to make sure people understood.
I'm actually glad you did that, and I don't have a problem with that at all. That's what the show is for. It's very true. Where there's a will, there's a way, and you should never say never, I can't do this, or you can't do this, or you're not entitled to do this. And I mean, you see it with the world right now, there's little girls out there that see things happening that are like, wow, I didn't know this could happen. And so it can. And heck, I never thought I would run a craft show. I'm not crafty at all. I was a direct sales vendor at LV craft shows 10, 11 years ago, whenever that was, selling Michi bags. And I didn't even feel I should be there because it's a craft show, but I did well. And one thing led to another, and somehow the inspiration, just seeing everybody, seeing the mix of people and their products and all, is what inspired me to take the plunge when Judy said she's gonna give up the business. And I was like, you know what? I've been part of it. I think I can make this happen. And I did. And I kind of went my way a little bit. I changed things up. I'm doing my things a little bit differently. Yes, it is a hard fight every day. And trust me, there have been many days that I wake up in the morning and I say, why am I even doing this? I quit. I don't need this. And I don't need this. And no, I'm not rich or wealthy at all. No, not at all. But I can live like I lived before with smaller things, with less things, I don't have to have all that. We're very simple. I got nothing on my walls. We keep things very simple. And but I like doing this because I love being out there for the vendors, for the attendees, for everybody that gets something out of these craft shows. And we have grown quite a bit over, and I say we, even though it's really just me, but I mean, I have Roseanne who helps me, I have Lorraine who helps me, but the business itself is really just me. But you vendors and you guys who come out to see our shows, you are really what builds the show. Without you guys, we wouldn't even be where it is. And like Megan said, it's people will try and put you down. People will try and tell you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, and people will try and badmouth you. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how much of that is going on. But you know what? So be it. Let them be. We're doing it our way. We're doing what we feel is right. If you don't like it, there's the door. If you don't want to be in my shows, that's okay. There is plenty of other places you can go. I don't have a problem with that. I want people to be happy and follow our way, the way we're going. We're changing things up next year. So, and we did the virtual. We're actually the only show in town that really went virtual consistently since April on a regular basis. We made this a regular thing, twice a week at least, if not 3 times a week. We will keep doing this till December 20th. Then we'll take a little break. Then we'll resume again in January. Yes, the virtual shows will be back in January, and we will probably keep them going next year for those that still feel that they want to keep it safe, because we don't know how long this thing is going to stick around. Plus we have a lot of people that are more comfortable at home anyway, healthy or not. It's so we're going to make it work. And we're the only ones that did it, and we succeeded, and we had a lot of vendors that did super well with this. Some maybe not so much, but there's also some reasons, just like at the shows, some do well, some don't. It's where there's a will, there's a way, and that's what Megan did. That's what Deanne did when she cooked something that didn't come out her way. She still kept going and she still loves it. And I love the passion behind these two ladies. And I'm so glad that you guys joined me. So how can you win that other prize, the one that Deanne is giving away? Tell us what inspired you about tonight. What did inspire you about Deanne and Megan? I'm really tired, I have to admit. It's been a long day for me, a long week, a long 2 weeks. What inspired you about these two ladies? You have till Sunday 10 a.m. Just send us a message via Facebook Messenger, and then on Sunday I will look at all the answers and I will do the little random.org drawing, and then you win that. Now, both these ladies will be at the Santa Fe show on November 28th and 29th. So if you do place an order, Deanne said she can deliver it, but I'm sure she will also be happy to bring it to the show. As for Megan, she is out of town right now, so she can either ship it when she comes back, or better yet, why don't you come to the show and pick it up right there at Santa Fe Station. Having said all that, I'm done talking too now. I'm gonna bring it all back. I think you guys were fantastic. This was super inspirational. And yes, it was long, but you know what? It was so worth it to get to know these two. That's why I created this Meet the VIPs. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Linda Garcia, congratulations to your win. And on Sunday, we will post whoever wins the other thing. So having said all that, wishing you all out there a wonderful night. And our Megan and Deanne will make sure to look at the feed and answer all the other questions that you guys posted. So have a great night, everybody.